Hey everyone, hey, how are you? It's LeBron from SBL Hair Loss. I just want to make sure that I have everything that I need so that I can be present because you guys know, if you don't know it already, a lot of times I don't be having all my stuff together, and I always just try to make sure that everything is ready and available so they can be, scrolling because I'll be in the room and then still don't have all the pages all linked up. Look, I am a hairstylist by trade. I am not good with technology. How's everybody doing today? So, we are going to talk about why we are here and who I am and how I serve you. So, we're here today because I like to make sure that you guys, when you're having trouble thinning hair, lack of density, hairs breaking, splitting, thinning, you're on medication and your hair is kind of like taking a dive. I want to let you know that as a trichologist, this is why we are here. I'm a certified trichologist. I am a hair loss practitioner, hair loss specialist, non surgical hair replacement specialist in the Atlantic City area. I am in Pleasantville. So many have not heard of Pleasantville, but you've heard of Atlantic City. So I just want to let you know that that's what it is that I do. That's the market I serve. As a hair loss professional, I am here to help answer all your questions and to share with you what it is that trichologists do because many people do not know what a trichologist does. So I just had someone call me a few minutes ago because she got my information from another trichologist in a different state, and they gave her my name because I'm in New Jersey. So I am a trichologist, and the young lady wanted to know, well, do you help clients understand why they don't have the density they used to have? And I understand that it's something that may be happening on the inside. Do you help with that? Yes. If you're having any issues with your hair texture and quality changing, if you know something is off, but you've had blood work and your blood work shows everything is normal, but you know that there's something off, that's what it is that we do. So I just want to say thank you for all of you guys for being in the room. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you guys have a couple minutes, I am going to just go over a few of my favorite things. I like to share with all of my clients four general reasons. Four general things that they need to have in their arsenal if they want to have great growing hair or have the best hair possible. And I also like to just share some reasons why you may be having some thinning or some hair challenges. So I just want to let you know if you have a hair loss practitioner in your area, or if you have a trichologist in your area, that is some of the things that we do. As a non surgical hair replacement specialist, there are often times where I have a client who cannot grow their hair back. I work in a market of women over 50, and a lot of times by the time someone reaches me at the age of 50, a lot of women, because of scarring alopecia, because they've let their hair go for years, because they came up in an era just like me, where we've come from that quick weave generation where we didn't really know a lot when we first started doing the quick weaves. And a lot of my women my age have lost all of their edges. I have I have worked with a lot of younger people in their 20s and 30s who have no edges because all they do is wear bundles and lace fronts and it's snatching their hair out. So we do service a wealth of people. We service men, we service children. But I just want to let you know that if any of this information resonates with you and you find that, oh, that's happening to me, or I think I may need that, please just reach out. All of my information is right in my links. You can go to my link on my TikTok page. You can go to the information that's scrolling across the screen on the banner here. You can go to hairlosscenternj.com. You can send us a text. I will reply with any information that you request. But I just want to let you know that whenever you're having any challenges with your hair and scalp, this is why I am here. So I serve the community. If you are looking for professional help and you're willing to invest in yourself and you know that there's something that you want to work on and you're tired of maybe getting clobetasol and topical steroids and getting shots in your scalp, and if you're tired of using minoxidil and you don't want to use medication, then we are a resource. I also like to say if you ever have any hair hair loss and hair scalp needs, visit your dermatologist, allow your dermatologist to do all that they can do for you. And then once you've gotten everything that you can get from your dermatologist, then come to a trichologist, because I'm going to share with you what are the major differences that a trichologist will offer you as opposed to what your a trichologist will offer you things that are completely different than what a dermatologist does. So your dermatologist has a license to provide you needles, intralesional steroid shots. They can provide you prescriptions. They can send you out for different referrals. But usually your dermatologist only has a limited window in which to spend with you. And a lot of times they're going to come in with their pad and their pen, and they're just going to go like this. They're going to look at you and then they're going to walk out. A lot of dermatologists do not have the time and the energy to spend with clients because they're losing their hair. They're going to go from the top of their head from what they learned in med school, if they had any additional training, and they're just going to say, oh, it's traction. Oh, that's not going to grow back. They're not going to go deep. And even if they do go a little bit deeper, they're not going to assess how you got in that situation. Well, where's the inflammation coming from? Why am I itching? How do I change my diet? What do I do next? What do I put on my scalp? They're not really going to do all that. So when you finish going to your dermatologist and you really want to get down to the root, you want to understand where is it coming from, you want to stop those creepy crawlies, you want to stop that inflammation, then you may need to come to a holistic practitioner like myself or come to a trichologist, and we're going to dig down deep and give you some answers. So I wanted to share with everyone why I'm here and who I am. So my name, if you don't know who I am, if you haven't been in my chat before, my name is LaRon Quarles, and I'm a certified IIT trichologist, and I'm the owner of SBO Hair Loss in Pleasantville, New Jersey. You can find us on Google. We are on Google. We have reviews. We've been in this location for almost 10 years. We came here in 2015. So I just want to let you know we're not a business that just popped up yesterday, because I'll have a lot of phone calls where people will say, oh, I just wanted to call you to see if you're a real business. And I usually try to come on every platform known to man, whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I literally share my face. I share myself while I'm styling hair, but yet people, they'll see one post, they'll see the number, and they'll just call, just, oh, I just want to see if someone answer, or I just want to see if it's a real business. And that literally, kind of gets me off my schedule, because if I'm on a consultation, I'm doing my social media, if I'm with a client, then I literally have to stop what I'm doing to answer a question. Oh, I just want to see where you're located. Oh, I just want to see if you're a real business. So if you guys ever call, just know, yes, this is a real business. Yes, I do this five days a week. This is what I do. So if any of you ever have any issues with your hair and scalp, please just go to my bio, go to the information on the screen, schedule a consultation. The initial 15 minutes are free. That gives me a chance to speak with you, just to understand what is it that you're going through. What is it that you're trying to understand? What would you like to have happen? Are you interested in hair restoration? Are you interested in growing your hair back? Do you understand? And it's going to take some time. Like, I'll get a few questions out of you, and then I'll be able to, after you tell me what it is that you like, I'll be able to share with you, okay, what are the next steps? What should I do now? How do I schedule an appointment? What is the cost associated with it? So you do not have to pay anything to speak with me for the 15-minute call, because it is complimentary. So I wanted to get all that out of the way before I just initially just begin, because a lot of times I'll start talking about the 4 must-haves you should have, or 3 general reasons why you lose hair, and then people in the middle will just say, well, where are you located? So I want to go ahead and get that out the way. So hopefully the people that are on right now will stay on for a minute, and you'll know that information, so I can just go ahead and get into the rest of it. So do any of you guys care to hear about the 4 must-haves you should have in your arsenal to make sure that you have the best hair possible? If you do, let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat, because if not, I can talk about 3 general reasons why we tend to lose hair. You guys let me know, because I'm here at your mercy. I want to just give you whatever information that you need. So Modu Pay Bless said your address. If you're still on, I am in the Pleasantville area. I am in kind of like 5 minutes from Atlantic City. All the information, since you're on Instagram, if you ever need, all of the information is located when you tap the page name. You can go to my bio, and the address and all of my information will be available from that link. But I am in Pleasantville, New Jersey, 1420 South New Road, Pleasantville. Pleasantville is this long. Many people, they'll call, they just want to know, well, where are you located in Pleasantville? Pleasantville is 2 miles long. So we're right in Pleasantville. If you need to know, we're 1420 South New Road in Pleasantville. We're not in a hood or anything like that, because for the life of me, it really cracks me up. People will call me all day long just to say, well, what's the address of Pleasantville? When I guess they're unfamiliar with how to work Google. So a lot of my day is spent answering questions where people can just do homework and find out where we are. But the first thing they'll do, oh, I see a number, I'm just going to call. And I'm a one man show, so it literally like racks my brain because I have to stop what I'm doing to answer a question about where we're located. So for everyone that needs to know where we're located, we are 1420 South New Road in Pleasantville, and we are conveniently located on Google, where you can find all of our address and our Google reviews to find out a little bit more about how our clients felt about our services, and you can see some of the before and afters and some brief videos of what it is that we offer. How are you, Russian Beauty? For you, Modal Pay Blessed, I'm sorry if I'm messing that up. We are available virtually, so it really depends on the services that you need. If you would like to come for non-surgical hair replacement, we are available. We're only maybe 2 hours from you in Maryland. I'm not really sure how far away in Maryland you are, but we are available. If you'd like to visit us, we do initial virtual consultations, and we do virtual things online. We take your measurements and things like that. You send us images and we can help you that way. If you are having problems with hair and scalp maladies and you'd still like to receive some information and some help, we can still help you that way because we work virtually. There's so many brand new things that have come on the scene since COVID. So we're able to do things virtually. So I hope that helps. And if you need any more information, again, you can reach us by just tapping that link, and all of the information for our business will appear. The information is at the bottom of the screen. You can contact us that way, and I would love to be of service to you. And hey, Russian Beauty, it's good to see you. So I'm switching back over here to Facebook. And Facebook, if you guys have any questions, let me know. There's a few people here. And for YouTube, let's see, because sometimes I will forget that I'm on. Sometimes I'll forget that I'm streaming. So I like to go back and forth from all the pages, because on StreamYard, you can StreamYard up to 8 different lines, and you can go from LinkedIn, TikTok, StreamYard, Instagram, Facebook. You can do Twitter. You can do all of them, but you have to, go in between. You can't see them all in real time. You have to go from page to page. So I apologize, everybody, because I like to make sure, because I'll have people that'll put in the same questions over and over again because they think I don't see them, but I literally have to go from page to page. So no one has said if they want to hear the information or not. So I'm going to ask again, would you guys like to hear more about the 4 must-haves you should have in your lifestyle to ensure that you have the best hair possible? Or do you want to hear 3 of the general reasons why we tend to lose hair? So let me know, everybody, because I'm just going to start talking and I want to make sure everybody gets to hear what they want to hear. Okay, so let me know, everybody. Let me know, let me know. I'm going to wait a couple minutes. Come on, TikTok. What y'all want to hear from me today? I know I have a few people here, because if not, I'm going to go into the 4 must-haves you should have in your beauty arsenal. So let me know, everyone. Let me know what everyone wants to hear today. Hi, Sonia Rice. How are you? How are you? I hope everything is well. It's good to hear from you. Let me know what you've been doing with yourself these days, because I don't get to see you too much on the social channels. I might miss you. You're probably there, and I'll probably just miss you. So let me see. Okay, well, nobody is putting in. I don't have a group today that's quick with them fingers, because usually I get a lot of people on TikTok and they like, and they're rattling all the questions in the comments out. So I'm just going to go into the 4 must-haves. So as a trichologist, a lot of what I see is due to the fact that there are some minor deficiencies in the lifestyle of my client. So when I meet with them, I uncover those deficiencies, because I'll do different types of scanning services. I have a questionnaire. I'm looking at the scalp. And usually when I look at the scalp, I can tell there are quite a few things going on. Case in point, I can tell when you're low on certain minerals because your scalp quality will be very red, very irritated, very raw. So when I see that there's a lack of zinc in the diet, I'll say, you know what? Upon looking at your scalp, I'm aware that you may need zinc because it helps with skin and wound healing. And if they have something like lupus or folliculitis or cellulitis or anything that is open and inflamed, sometimes I can see, I'm like, you may not be getting enough vitamins and minerals. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know because I don't like taking vitamins and minerals. I'm on medication. I don't want to take anything else. And I just don't want to have to take something every day. I can't remember to take anything every day. But I want you guys to understand that when you just help yourself a teeny bit, if you help yourself along just a bit, you can avoid a lot of the pitfalls that I see my clients slide into. So, zinc is just one. So, another, I want to give you as an example when my clients don't have a rich diet of fruits and vegetables and green foods and fresh foods in their diet, sometimes I'll see a lack of iodine or a lack of selenium. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant and it also helps with the thyroid. If I see that my client has maybe a goiter, I'll say, what are you doing as far as your food quality? Are you consuming iodine? Are you consuming selenium? Are you consuming a multivitamin? Well, no, but they have this large goiter. Now, the goiter comes because the body is having a little bit of trouble with the circulating hormones in the body. So it usually overproduces thyroid hormones and overproduces extra thyroid so that the body can produce more thyroid hormone. So it's a dance that can be eliminated. You can help the client eliminate all that if you ask questions, do your assessment, and just see what it is that the client is taking into their lives. What are they eating? What kind of medications are they taking? How are they living their lives? Because a lot of things can just be fixed if they just take vitamins and minerals. So another thing that is very, very important is iron. If many of you didn't know it or not, you need iron in your lifestyle, in your life, period, because iron builds hemoglobin. When you're very tired, you're very weighed down, you're very lethargic, you can't get up, your hair is thinning, your color in your skin is a little muddy, you don't have a lot of color, your fingertips are cold, your feet are cold, your body temperature is always very low, you're always cold, wearing a lot of sweaters, your nose is always cold, you're usually suffering with low iron, or my clients will say, oh, I'm anemic. So let me know if any of you guys have ever been anemic, because when you're anemic, that can hurt your hair as well. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about iron. Iron is a very rich electric mineral. And when you have rich iron sources in your body, that just helps your body power so much better because Dr. Sebi called it electric mineral. Iron helps to build the red color in our red blood cells called hemoglobin. So when there's a lot of hemoglobin, then it can carry oxygen with enough red blood cells through the body. Usually what happens, do I teach other people how to do the installs, Sedalia? What installs? Because at the moment I'm talking about um, the four must-haves you should have in your life to have great hair. Please share with me what you're referring to when you say, do I teach other people how to do installs? Are you referring to hair replacement? Because that's not what we're talking about right now, but I want to go ahead and answer it in case you think I'm not paying you any attention. If you could put that in the chat for me. So, when you have enough hemoglobin in your diet, and you also have enough red blood cells, which comes from having B vitamins in your diet, then your body is able to carry through the red blood cells. It's able to carry all of that oxygen all throughout the tissue so that you have better hair growth, so that you're not tired, so that your skin color doesn't look sullen. It doesn't look like you're sick. It doesn't look like you need to get some rest, because a lot of people, when they don't get enough iron, they actually look like they don't get enough rest. So the iron is carried by the red blood cells. If you're low in iron, you're usually low in red blood cells. So I have to go in and recommend an assortment of B vitamins to help carry and create more red blood cells. And usually when you're low on B, low on iron, you're usually always dehydrated because you don't have enough blood volume to carry all of those red blood cells and that hemoglobin throughout all of the hair, throughout all of the body. So your body, yes, we do offer hair replacement education. However, I won't address any more of that hair education on this live because I'm already going to be discussing something in particular. You can visit the website that's scrolling across the screen, or you can text me at a later time at the number that's coming across the screen because at this time, I'm only talking about the four must haves and three reasons why we tend to lose hair. So, yes, we do. I want to say yes. I don't want you to think I'm not answering your question, but the information is scrolling across the screen right now as a way that you can get in touch with me so we can converse more about that. I hope that helps. So, when I meet with people, that's some of the things that we do as a trichologist. That's some of what it is that I do when I meet with a client. So, what I want to share with you all is one of the number one things you need to have in your diet and your life are vitamins and minerals. Now, this particular vitamin and mineral is called a multivitamin 50 plus. Now, it's one of my favorite products, and I'm going to share this here with you guys first. This is by Isotonics. The pretty color, it's real shimmery, so you really can't see it. This is called Isotonics, and it is a multivitamin 50 plus. And the reason why this is a multivitamin 50 plus is because my market of women, which I normally serve on a regular ongoing basis, are women over 50. I understand the needs of women over 50. I understand what is going on in the mind of a woman that's over 50. I understand what the woman is going through. So that is my target market. Do I work with everyone? Yes. But at the moment, I'm just talking about the multivitamin 50 plus. So this particular multivitamin 50 plus has all of the vitamins and minerals that you'll need, but it usually has just a little bit more because people who are over 50 tend to go through a few extra things and they need a little bit more extra support. So, again, one of the reasons why I say the four must haves should be in your lifestyle because when you're low on just a few vitamins and minerals, it can cause a lot of other things to be upset because vitamins and minerals actually act as cofactors. They usually help one another perform complex bodily processes that you guys don't really know about, but we understand as holistic practitioners because we have to study this. When you guys don't have this in your diet, then your body has to pull from other areas, and that causes a drag for your hair because if your body has to pull it from somewhere because you're not giving it to yourself normally, then your hair suffers. When you consume food every day, 20% of everything you eat right off the top goes to your brain. Your brain has to take it because your brain has to literally direct the rest of the body. So 20% goes to the brain. The rest goes to the core. And whatever is left, if there's good quality that's left, if you're giving your body sufficient food to begin with, because a lot of people don't eat. I literally talk to clients who literally do not eat all day. If you're giving your body anything, it's going to go 20% of what you eat is going to go to your hair, skin, and nails. So 20 to the brain, the rest to the body and the core. And if there's anything left, 20% is going to go to your hair, skin, and nails. So you have to have good food in the beginning. And then you also, if you're not eating good food, that's why this is called a supplement because you have to supplement your diet and your lifestyle. So a lot of people say, oh, well, I eat a good diet every day. Yes, I love that you're thinking that because I'm pretty sure someone that's sitting here is thinking, oh, I eat a good diet, I eat good. But if you're having a thin middle, if your hair is thin, if you're on medication, you're probably not eating good because your hair wouldn't be thinning. Your hair wouldn't be falling out. It wouldn't be breaking. It wouldn't be splitting. There's probably something that is missing. And that's what it is that I do as a trichologist. So if you guys ever have any issues with your hair and you just want to know, well, Dad, what can I just take? Because I just feel like, my hair is just thinning. It's not doing what it used to do. It's not doing what it could do. It's not doing what it used to do. And I just want to know what I can do. That's why you would have someone like us. We have health and wellness scans that we perform to let you know all of that. So when I get into the four must haves you should have in your lifestyle, it is your multivitamin and your mineral. I have another one that I wanted to just talk about. Now, this is just because I like to recommend water based supplements. I love stuff that you can just drop in your water, drop in your smoothie. I love stuff that you can just carry and mix and put it in some water. This is another one, magnesium and potassium. Now, this is an electrolyte mix. If you can see this, electrolyte. So this has Himalayan salt, it has potassium, and it has magnesium. So it has sodium, potassium, magnesium, and those are your electrolytes. And electrolytes are so very important. Like I said, a lot of people do not eat and a lot of people do not drink, but that is a lot for your body. Your body can't settle down. It can't help you go to the bathroom. It can't balance your thyroid and your parathyroid. It can't do a whole lot when it doesn't have the electrolytes. When you go to the gym and you see people drinking Gatorade, guess what? Gatorade is a little bit of electrolytes with a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, and some other vitamins and minerals. So that's why you need your electrolytes. A lot of us, we really just don't understand it. Then we wonder why we get so dehydrated and we get a little off. It's because the body needs vitamins and minerals. So please, I need you to understand, even for your life. So I'm not even really just concerned so much about hair because these vitamins and minerals will just enrich and enhance your life. So the next one that I want to just share with you all is, in addition to vitamins and minerals, as an example, as a vitamin, how about vitamin D? I know someone on one of these streams has had low vitamin D. I remember during COVID, I wasn't feeling that hot. Went to the doctor while we were out in COVID, and I was low in vitamin D. I was like, low in vitamin D, okay, because I felt as if I ate good. I took a lot of supplements. I was always drinking a green smoothie, but I was low in vitamin D. I was like, oh, let me find out. So I had to take vitamin D. I also found out that my cholesterol was a little off, but then when I was home for COVID, I was eating everything in sight. So, things do happen. We assume that we're healthy and we probably are, but sometimes things are just a little off. So I had to take vitamin D. And I think after I took that vitamin D for a while, my vitamin D didn't have any more problems. But vitamin D is a pro hormone. It also serves to protect you as far as immunity is concerned. So when I see clients come in for hair loss services or they need a hair loss scan or a wellness scan with me, during my consultation, I'll find that they are low in vitamin D. And when you're low in vitamin D, sometimes it will allow you to have a thinning crown. Hair in this vertex area will grow thin when you're low in vitamin D. So I hope that helps you guys understand that vitamins and minerals are always important. Please don't ever forget or think that you don't benefit from taking vitamins and minerals. Yes, you do. So I just want to let everyone know, if you need any vitamins, any liquid vitamin and mineral based supplement. I have the daily essentials where you can take that package and just put it into your water every day. And I have this. This is a 90-day supplement for people over 50. All you have to do is go to that link that is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can send me a text or you can just visit my website, hairlosscenterandj.com. You venture over to the store, look for the vitamins and minerals, and you'll find all of that there. So for you guys on TikTok, if you ever need to know any more about that information, all you have to do is go to my little bio right there. You tap it, you let it load. You'll see me with my arms folded and my hands crossed. And then you just go to the shop section and I will try to pull it up to show you. All you have to do, you'll see all of the items that I'm mentioning now. You'll see it right there and you'll be able to pull it up and make a purchase because I just want to make sure that you guys have what you need. So the next thing on the list, and I hope you guys, because no one is asking any questions, let me know if you guys here on TikTok understand what it is that I shared about the vitamins and minerals and how important it is for you. And I'm going to go over to Instagram to see. Let me see. Okay, all right, all right. All right, I don't see any questions from Instagram, so I'm going to keep going. So I just want to let you guys know, when you tap on that screen that is floating across the ticker there on the page here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you will come up to my bio page. And TikTok, all you have to do is when you get on here, you'll see that link right there, and you just tap it. And you guys here, if you tap that link or you put that link into your web browser, I'm trying to see if I can get this to come up. Okay. When you guys reach that link that is scrolling across the screen, this is what you'll see when it comes up. Hopefully you'll see it. Come on now, web browser. And then I just want to show this to you guys so you'll know what it is you're looking for and looking at. So this is loading a little bit slow, but all of the products that I'm going to be talking about are right here. As soon as you tap that link that is scrolling across your screen, and for TikTok, when you tap the pretty face there and you go to my bio, this is what's going to come up. You have to tap the links and that will come up. So in addition to having the vitamins and minerals, and please put in the chat if you guys understand, because no one is trying to put any information in here today. Nobody is quick with the fingers today. So let me know if you guys understand that, because now I'm going to go on to the second thing that we need. The second thing that I always like to recommend to all of my clients when they come in is antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. So this particular one is by the Isotonics brand. And again, this is the same company, Isotonics, 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 Isotonics. This is called OPC3. Now this has two of the big four that I'm mentioning to you today. This OPC3 has antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. So let me share with you about antioxidants. Antioxidants are very good for the body because antioxidants help prevent the death of our cells. If you guys don't know it or not, cells usually split and divide every single minute of every day. When we might see how a baby is made, and we'll see the sperm come fertilize the egg, and we'll see the egg splitting all over the place. That's literally what cells do every day, all day long. Hair cells are some of the most rapidly growing cells in the body every single day, which is why you see 5 o'clock shadow, you see eyebrows, you see armpit hair, axillary, pubic hair. You see everything growing at record speed every day because the hair cell grows very quickly. When we're going through chemo, a lot of times, as soon as we get that chemo, within a day, 2 or 7 days, your hair is gone because it goes in and it attacks those rapidly splitting, dividing cells. So when we eat good, rich sources of food every day, the food breaks down into amino acids. Those amino acids break down into cells. Then those cells, they split, divide, and form new cells because your body is rapidly providing cellular regeneration every single day. So the cells are regenerating. Usually, when you are my age, I'm 56, it literally takes about 2 months, 56 days or 2 months for cells to be born, die off, and then come back to a new cell. When you're about 12 years old, it's about 12 days. When you're 20 years old, about 20, 25 days. When you're 30, it's about once every 30 days. So your hair grows quicker. Everything is regenerating. The skin is regenerating. Your body's regenerating. That's why you hear someone say your liver regenerates. You have a brand new liver after so many months and years. Or your lungs regenerate after so many months and years because the cells are regenerating at all times. So when we're eating, the cells are broken down, we have brand new cells. So it's so important for us to take antioxidants because those brand new cells that are formed, sometimes they're bullied by free radical cells. Those free radicals come in with bad ions on their surface and they come and they hit healthy cells, knocking them out of position. Those now healthy cells will turn into free radical cells and they will die off quicker. And they go through what's called oxidation, cellular oxidation. So that is why we always ask that you take antioxidants because the antioxidants will help your cells stay alive longer and they won't be knocked out of position because you're giving your body antioxidants so they don't oxidize. So let me know if you guys understand that because no one is putting anything. I have never been in TikTok and no one ever put up any hearts or didn't put a yes or a no or nothing. Like this is the quietest TikTok I've ever been in, the quietest room ever. So additionally, my main concern is when I see clients with hair that's thinning, I can always tell that they don't have antioxidants in their lives because when you're getting rich sources of fruits, vegetables, lightly sauteed foods, raw foods, your body will be regenerating better, a lot quicker. And also, if you're taking antioxidants, that is a huge help to your body because it doesn't have to work so hard. Two antioxidants that you have all heard of: vitamin C, vitamin E, which is why we always ask that you drink your lemons, drink your limes, get rich sources of good foods because they contain rich sources of antioxidants. namely what I just mentioned earlier, selenium. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant, and that helps to care for the thyroid. So you need your antioxidants, and your OPC3 that I mentioned here, it contains rich sources of berries. So when you open this up and you put it into your water, it's going to turn your water purple because it contains resveratrol, the main um, the main ingredient in wine. So that's why you hear doctors and you hear blogs and TV talking about having, a small glass of wine every day because it's loaded with antioxidants. It's loaded with resveratrol because it's made from berries. Blackberries, blueberries, boysenberries, strawberries, all types of berries are contained in this here. So that's why I recommend this product, and namely because you can mix this with water and just put it right into the cap. You dump the powder. If y'all haven't seen me do this before, you dump the powder into this little cap, and then you put the cap in here and you fill this to the line with water. It's that simple. And you just drink it. That's your antioxidant for the day. Also, the third thing on the list that everyone needs to have great bodies and great hair as a result of great bodies, because when you are giving your body what it needs, your hair will have what it needs. What we all need, everyone, no one is immune from this, are anti-inflammatories. We all need, there are so many different anti-inflammatories. And when I was doing further research, I didn't even know this. There are omega-3s, omega-6s, omega-9s, omega-5s, omega-7s. But the ones that I'm concerning myself with today are the seed oils and then also the fish oils. So you need your omega-3s. You need your omega-3 fish oils because fish oils and rich sources of omegas from grass-fed cows, grass-fed deer, grass-fed lambs, and sheep and things like that. When you're eating organic or animals that are eating pasture, eating grass, eating bushes, and eating the trees, then they usually transfer that onto you and you get rich sources of omegas. The rich sources of omegas help with heart health. They keep inflammation down in the heart. They keep inflammation down in the brain. And also you can get rich sources of omegas from fish. The fish eat the algae. The algae's green food in the sea. So when these fish eat the algae, we eat the fish. A lot of us could eat the algae, but then you would have to take, like green supplements, things rich in chlorella and seaweed and things like that. And what is this? Crap, I can't even remember because I sell this and I forget. Um, Lord have mercy. Sometimes my mind just be going. But when you eat the fish eat what's on the bottom of the sea. Sometimes we can take those powdered greens and eat them if you want to not have to eat the fish. But what I'm trying to convey is you need your rich source of omega-3s, and you can get that from fish, or you can get it from organic or farm raised animals, not animals that are raised on corn, that are raised eating the remains of other animals. Then you're just going to get all those animals that are filled with steroids, antibiotics, and they're eating nothing but corn. That's going to turn into trans fatty acids in your arteries and in your veins, and it's going to cause problems for you, and it's going to raise your blood sugar. That's a conversation for a different day. But you need your rich sources of fish omegas, and then you need your rich sources of linseed oil, flaxseed oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil. You need those, but you can't use those at high temperatures because they will actually turn to trans fatty acids, and trans fatty acids are not good for the liver because it doesn't allow the liver to do its job. It also causes mitochondrial dysfunction for your cellular growth, and it causes the energy producing cells, which are the mitochondria, to not work properly. That means the cells can't grow, they can't split, they can't divide. So that is why I always try to recommend my OPC3. So if you guys have never heard of antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, hopefully you have more respect for them now, because this is why I always like to share almost every day the fact that you should have your antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. This particular product, why I always mention this a lot, is because this particular formula contains antioxidants and anti-inflammatories in one bottle. And again, you can get to these products by visiting the link that is scrolling across the screen, or you can give me a call. I'll send you a link. You can also go to my website and get everything off of my store. You just go to the store, you put the multivitamins in, and you'll find all of that right there. A lot of people have trouble, but I just want to let you know when you do visit that link that's scrolling across your screen, or you go to my bio, you'll see all of the products that I'm talking about right now. You'll see them, they're right here. So, last on the list, so we have our vitamins, we have our minerals, we have our antioxidants, we have the anti inflammatories, and then last but not least, we need probiotics. Now, because we've been living in the US, now I'm just assuming everybody's from the US right now. If you're watching this later, you may not be from the US. But customarily in the US, what tends to happen is our plants do not have the rich sources of nitrogen. They don't have the minerals, the sodium. They don't have the vitamins that should be in the food like they used to years ago. So we have to zhuzh up all the food. A lot of us are turning over the soil too quickly. We're not putting those nutrients back into the soil. So a lot of our soil doesn't have enough of the much needed resources it needs to grow food well. They're spraying everything with Roundup. Roundup is built into the seeds a lot of time so that they can be durable and that bugs don't come in and totally destroy all the crops. A lot of times you just can't grow and get good food the way you used to many years ago. When I used to pick greens and go to people's homes to pick greens, I would come home and literally have to pick the bugs off. But things were a little different now. Now you get greens, there are no holes, there's no bugs in the food. Like things are just different the way they have allowed innovation to help plants, but the innovation does things to our body. So that's something for a different time. Anyway, I want to make a contrast and help you guys understand the difference between probiotics and prebiotics. We all need probiotics for our gut, but because of our food, like I was going into a rant a second ago, because of the food quality, there are not enough probiotics in our food. A lot of us in the Americas, we do not eat enough probiotic rich foods. We're not eating enough raw foods. We're not eating enough prebiotic food to begin with that is food for the good probiotic bacteria. A lot of us have so many issues with our gut. We have Crohn's disease, we have autoimmune issues, we're eating things we have no business eating, we're not eating for our blood type, we're eating way too much sugar. So our guts are so raw and red and inflamed. We have mood issues, we can't relax because the serotonin can't get from the gut. There are so many things going on with our guts right now, namely the fact that people don't like to poop. They don't want to go to the bathroom. Whenever I have a trichology client or health and wellness client, and I say, you're going to have to take fiber, you're going to have to change some things, you got to eliminate because your skin is paying the price. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, I got to poop. Yes, you have to poop. That's why you're in all this mess because you don't want to poop. Your gut is trying to tell you you need to get it out. You have acne all over your chest. You have acne all over your back and your arms. You have acne all over your face. Your skin looks horrible. Yes, you have to eliminate. Yes, you need to repopulate that good bacteria in your gut. So, if you want to help your hair, everybody, you have to help your body by giving the gut what it needs. Because we don't eat enough pickles, kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir milk, because we don't eat enough fermented rich foods, now we have to, everybody got to take probiotics. But if you just ate what your body needed, a lot of us wouldn't need to have to keep taking probiotics. But because as a nation we are probiotic deficient, we cannot just take probiotics because our guts really won't allow us to benefit from just taking probiotics. You need to feed that bacteria with food. I know this probably isn't making sense, but I'm going to paint a picture. If you just take random seeds, because I take seeds from every fruit that I cut, whether it's an avocado, a cucumber, a tomato, a pepper, I usually take all of the seeds and save them because I know springtime comes, I'm going to want to plant all my seeds. When that time comes, I can't just throw those seeds that are dried out straight into my backyard. You just can't do that. So what you have to do is you have to zhuzh up the dirt. Now, hopefully, some of you guys understand what I mean when I say zhuzh up the dirt. How you zhuzh up the dirt is you have to add your mulch. You got to add your straw. You have to add your nitrogen. You have to add your fertilizer. You have to add your mulch. This is what the soil needs so it can grow your seeds properly. That's the same way with the human body. You can't just take probiotics. You have to give probiotics food. You have to give the bacteria food. And it's called prebiotic bacteria. So you have to give your probiotics prebiotics. That's why this is the last product that I recommend. And this is called Organic India Psyllium Pre and Probiotic Fiber. So you can get this right on the site that is streaming across the page right now. You can also go to my link right in my profile. You can go to my website, you can go to the store and look for Organic India Pre and Probiotic Fiber. And then for you guys here on TikTok, you can always just go right to my little pretty face right there. Tap that, goes to my bio. When you get to the bio, you're going to find it right here in the product store. I made it nice and easy for you. If you cannot find it, if you bypass this, which is first, you can still get to these products by just visiting the store. You can go to the Hair Loss Center store. So what I want to share with you all is when you have all of what you need, then your hair has a better chance of growing. And I only say this because when my clients come to me and sit in my trichology chair for health and wellness consultations, usually one of these are lacking. They're not getting their omegas. They're not getting their anti-inflammatories and their antioxidants. They're not getting their pre and probiotic fiber in. They're not going to the bathroom. They're not taking their vitamin B, their vitamin A, D, E, and K. They're not getting their magnesium. They're not getting their iron. They're not doing anything. But then they'll say to me, well, I don't feel like taking anything. I don't feel like taking no pills. I don't feel like taking anything. There are some things you just have to do, whether you like it or not. If you want to have a great quality of life, if you want to have okay hair, just okay hair. If you want to have okay hair, there's some things you have to do. You can't take your hair, sit it on a shelf, and then take it off the shelf a month later. Nah, you got to be in this. You have to treat your body right. You have to treat your body like you respect it. You have to give your body what it needs. If you want your body to function optimally, if you want your brain, if you want to go to the bathroom every day, if you want your skin to be clear, if you want to digest your food properly, you have to give your body what it needs. And when you give your body what it needs, your hair will thrive. So I hope that helps. I gotta go, everybody. Just wanted to let you know if you need me, you can find me by reaching the information at the bottom of the screen and visit me by clicking the link in the bio. Y'all have a wonderful day.